mine. I define myself as ambitious, young, black, and gifted. Master P, my masterpiece. That mean I don't got no limits. Bout it, I doubt it. My homies know you ain't ratted. We break you down like a pound. I got it, don't panic surround me. I'm corrupted, flow cold and it's rugged, bumpy. What is up? I'm ready for war. You got to love it like black, yeah. And it feel like, yeah. All day like, yeah. All night like, yeah. Whole squad like, what? And it feel like, yeah. All day like, yeah. All night like, what? Whole squad like, yeah. And it feel like, yeah. All day like, yeah. All night like, yeah.
Okay, Coach, so the snow and rain have stayed out of the forecast, but we're in for a cold afternoon at Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, PA. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the Buffalo Bills. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
That 180. Oh, baby, come on, let's go.
This is a guy who made a Pro Bowl in his 2nd season, James Conner. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at 2nd down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day. 49 to Mike, 49. Hey, alert, 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 alert. Hey, Foxtrot.
To throw here, Roethlisberger. And to the tight end here, Safarian Jenkins. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
On 1st and 10 is Conner. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Tackles. Check 24, check 24. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Safarian Jenkins has it. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 45-yard line. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And this is taken in at the 5. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Juju Smith-Schuster with touchdown number 8 on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Shit, watch the shit. Kill, turn up. Kill, turn up.
They run with a former Jaguar. It's T.J. Yeldon. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Open man is Kroom, the tight end. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now T.J. Yeldon. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10.
Switch.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
Bravo!
26 months. Hey, let's get that ball, man. Let's get that ball right here. 26 Mike. Rip left. 26 Mike.
And now they'll throw with Allen. Got an open man. It's Foster. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Seventh play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
You must be getting tired of seeing me. Check, 55, come on. Middle. Silver. 55.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. T.J. Watt in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 now on the season. On 4th down, on is Corey Bajorquez to punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. It means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now. And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Throwing again on second down. Roethlisberger. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Juju Smith-Schuster, 79 yards. And the Steelers get the quick strike touchdown. Boswell good with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go. Do it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Allen again here on 2nd and 10. And that's complete to Brown. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
First down, Buffalo.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Bills with the football as we start quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Matchbox lights.
Allen now on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Allen. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 36. As far as undrafted players go, Philip Lindsay took most of the headlines a season ago. But remember, Robert Foster was undrafted out of Alabama as well, signed with the Bills in May of 2018 and had a pretty good year. 27 catches, 541 yards. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Monday. 55. Hey, wahoo! Check tight. Middle. Motion. Reset.
Again, they'll throw with Allen. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Alert! Don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to tear you up. Hey, Echo.
Allen now throwing again. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Throwing is Allen on third. Open man here is Foster. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 14. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary.
Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Allen now looks to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
He finds his target, John Brown. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down.
Jim, middle. 56. That's it.
Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. And that is going to be incomplete. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Hatchet. Double.
On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
All right, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up, back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Here's Roethlisberger. That one into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized. Executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Bills are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10.
Here we go. You ain't doing nothing.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here's Allen. His throw incomplete. Duke Johnson, the one he was looking for. But now it'll be 3rd down.
The touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Allen. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. T.J. Watt in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for it. Two minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at the Bills' 49-yard line.
Like 5. 57 to Mike. Watch the run. Watch the run.
They'll run on 1st down. Connor. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It'll be a gain of 17. At a Pittsburgh first.
That's good for a Steelers 1st down. First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
And what is this? They're lining up here to punt on 1st down. Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong, you know, back and forth like that?